Good morning, welcome to Beast Pat Paints. I'm Pat. I'm a little bit of a... Of course, you know, I'm trying to get started, and now I'm having a little trouble breathing, but that's alright. And par for the course around here. Any luck, that should take care of it. Anyway, welcome to the show. Nope, not quite done with me. Okay. I was running around too much. I should have stayed in one place. I was trying to get some other things from the other room. And I went and did the thing where I make sure I can hardly breathe, which is a bad idea. So anyway, moving around too fast for me sometimes can really, really affect, like, I know it's like my throat. Sometimes I think it's like dust or something. Allergens. I'm not sure. Golly, it's not my asthma. It's my throat. You can always tell because like if I hit my inhaler and that doesn't do anything, that's my throat. Oh, okay. We're just gonna let it kind of calm down. I'm all right. It's okay. Okay. I think we're good now. Golly, those things suck. They suck real bad. I don't particularly like them. I don't think anybody would. Anyway, so here we are, back at Pieces of Pat Paints, and we are maybe not, maybe not. Okay, I think we're good. This sucks. Nope. Oh, we're just gonna die. It's okay. It's fine. So anyway, we went to a show this weekend, and it was a lot of fun. I had a blast. Which sucks because like I was hoping to be able to like jump right in and really talk about it. Try not to die like on camera. That would really be wild. I shouldn't die. I might get to where I have to go lay down or something, but probably not. I usually has to get going pretty bad for that. Golly. Sometimes it'll get so bad I'll pass out. And that's really awful. This one's like it's like on the edge of calming down. It's weird. You kind of get, man, I'll tell you something, everyone out there. There's a point where like when you have something that's going wrong with you that's been going on for like a while, you really can tell when it's about to go. You're like, oh, here we go. And like I went and grabbed a couple of things and came and sat down, and as soon as I sat down I was like, no. I think we're calming down now. Sometimes things like honey and stuff will help too. Like hot tea with honey. But I don't like have enough time to go make hot tea and honey right because we're trying to meal. Anyway, there we go. So, golly, this is a terrible episode already. I mean, we're 6 minutes in and all we've done is listen to me cough. So apologies for all that. And hopefully nobody came in and that's what they saw and left because they were like, oh my god, what is this guy? He's just coughing. So anyway, this weekend we went out and we did a lot of fun stuff. We went to the to the show, the Toy and Collectibles show at Shawnee Expo. It was a lot of fun. It was at the Heartland or something. I don't. The Expo Hall and the Choctaw Fairgrounds, or not Shawnee Fairgrounds. It was a lot of fun. It was great. met some great people. Shout out to anybody who followed us from there and is watching. Big shout out to you. Terrible that's your first episode you hear me is just me coughing. So, it's not normally like this. But yeah, it was great. Met some great vendors. You guys were awesome. Really appreciate all the tips and link ups and stuff like that. It was really cool. One guy gave me. Oh, I left it in there. I forgot to bring them. See, that's one of the things I was trying to grab and I grabbed. One guy gave me like a bag of heads for kid bashing, which is pretty awesome. That's hilarious. I think that's amazing. He made some really fun figures. They were a lot of fun. So, yeah, and a couple other game. Golly. A couple other game vendors there, but there wasn't anybody selling like what I was selling. So it was kind of great. We had like a little bit of a corner on the market. We made a little money, turned a little profit. Immediately had to use most of that profit for other things. So we got like another show coming up, so we can spend some of that money on a show. And then we got, I did another thing. I bought us we now have a licensing agreement with Artisan Guild, so we can start printing and selling their miniatures instead of things that we had that were like, what we were selling were things that we had bought already made. They weren't like. Most of it was WizKids stuff, which is what Dungeons and Dragons makes, you know. So it's already, you buy that retail and stuff like that. We got a lot of Reaper stuff and things in there. One Citadel figure, but it'll be nice to be able to go in there with stuff we were able to 3D print and paint and sell, because that's and that way we're all legally above board. Also, let us be able to do an Etsy store. So we're gonna open up an Etsy store. We're in the process of that, so that's cool. So you'll be able to buy things that I paint. I think we'll probably just paint for a while. We'll just keep trying to paint whatever Artisan Guild is currently putting out. That sounds like a lot of fun. We might get bored with that. We might do some other things, but I don't know. Their sculpts are usually a lot of fun, and they keep them variable. I think I can probably get their whole squad knocked out before a month is over, though. So it might be one of those things where when the new squad comes out, we'll work out the whole month's worth of stuff, and then when we're done with that, we'll do whatever else we can to fill in the time. So that may be what we're doing. We'll see. I don't know. It's going to be exciting. I don't know. Maybe I'll do the squad guys, and then we'll do the centerpieces live. I don't know. It's cool. They've got a really cool setup. If you're not familiar with Artisan Guild, check them out. They're on. You can find them on Patreon. You can Google them. They're on My Mini Factory. They're pretty cool. So I love their stuff. I've painted some of their stuff before. As a matter of fact, I've already painted what we're getting ready to paint here. We are going to upgrade my paint style from, like, I've gotten better since I painted them last, which they look great now, but I'm better now at what I do. So I'm going to revisit my color scheme and idea here, and we're going to do that. It's going to be really cool. So stick around. You're going to find out how to make that happen. Yeah, so let's do that. Let's open up the paint shop. Yeah. So these figures are super cool. Got several of them. They're modular, and I put them all together. But you can pick what you put on them. Like, if you want a hook and a net on this guy, he can be a hook and a net. If you want him to be something else, then he can be something else. Oh, it's not going to be much if I break him. So, but yeah, it's a great thing. I'm thinking about maybe making a disc that goes on the bottom of them that has like, it says pieces of pat paints or something like that on the bottom. Because that would look cool. That way all of our stuff, when you turn it over, it says pieces of pat paints or painted by pieces of pat paints or something like that. I thought that might be neat. We also, with our agreement, we'll be able to just sell straight minis. So we'll be able to like sell these minis, sell this primed, ready to go. We can sell pre-primed and hit up. I don't know the people who buy them pre-primed. They may just want to buy them sanded down and then hit in kits. not 100% sure. We got some videos. Now, some of these things get up to where they have like 4 arms. Because what these are based on is what's called a Sohagan. A Sohagan is it's like a fish man, which is what these guys are. And they're mean fish man, not the friendly fish man. There are friendly fish man. They're called Lokatha, Indian, and I think it's probably the same in Pathfinder. Almost everything translates over from Pathfinder. You see, we got a couple different kinds of fish here. Well, I mean, 2 different types of fish with different types of arms, and then different types of weapons. Some of these weapons were a little... They broke on me, so we gotta get some things repaired. But other than that, we're in business. These have been sitting around in my box of shame for a while, so we gotta get that going. But these guys make, like I said, I really like their stuff. I think it's good. Not probably the one that matters because I gotta paint it, right? So, yeah. But I think it's neat now. We'll be able to I can really kind of advertise what we're doing because we have, like I said, once you get that kind of user agreement, we've got some leeway here. Now remember, super glue works by evaporation, so we want that chemical to bond. We want it to be sticky, and you can see it getting sticky now. But you kind of want to make sure you're holding it in place until everything in between it gets nice and dried out. It may take a little while. One of the things that I've learned as I've gone along is not over gluing. You can easily drop too much glue on something and it takes a lot longer for it to dry than it should. It makes you a little crazy. And then you also have like residue that you don't really necessarily want. So I've gotten a lot, as I've gotten better at this, I've gotten more at that. Now I'm going to probably change over to a new glue. It has a better nozzle. We're going to see if it's got the staying power that old Gorilla Glue has. We'll see. I like Gorilla Glue's products. All their stuff has always been pretty good. This thing was closed. I don't know now. No, we might. Oops. Once we get it, that's off. Once we get this Etsy store off the ground, we'll start creating some other graphics and flyers and stuff like that. Gained like 5 subscribers from the show, which is super cool. Sometimes it's like super glue takes forever. And then you look at the clock and it really doesn't pass. Time hasn't really passed all that much. Some people like to use like grabby hands. They'll use bendy little snip with little like bendy arms with little oh hell. Oh, clamps, like little clamps on it. And it'll hold everything in place for you. So it might not be a bad idea for something like this. Your hands get pretty tired trying to hold this tiny little thing in place. So if that's something that you feel is going to be helpful for you, you should definitely look into it. I'm probably about to give up on this guy for now. I'll probably fix it while we're off camera. Yeah. Alright, so if you got to do that, listen. Take all that extra glue off that you can. Just rub it off there. That way, it's got a better chance to just rebound and be okay. Anyway, so yeah, we'll deal with that later. We want to get into painting something today. Let's get this guy off a break. He needs to dry. Let's see if I can find him. There we go. Should always trade these out from time to time. Let them dry out and ja. Wood palettes are fun. It's always nice to have a new project and a fresh palette. And these guys are going to be, it's going to be a lot of work for you guys, so it's going to be good to set up a completely new one. We're going to warp speed it by setting it down in that water. Get pretty quick this way. Kind of fun too. To press down the sponge, make it soak up the water. Like it's the fun part about miniature painting. You kind of get to do this stuff where you feel like a kid again. Yeah, just massage that water in there. More water. I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab some water and all that. All right. Okay. Thanks, appreciate it.
Sore hogging.
Yeah, well, these are called Death Tide Jurakins. Is what Artisan Guild calls them. And since we're now in an agreement with the Artisan Guild, we get to call them what? Well, I mean, sorry, we get to call them what they call them.
Right.
For sure, and advertisement and stuff like that. Because that way now, if it's one of these Artisan Guild pieces, if I'm painting it, you can buy it. For any of you folks out there that follow what we do, like I said, once we get that Etsy shop set up, we're off to the races. don't need any extra hairs. Brushes are just enough. That went on smooth and fast. That seems deceptive. It seems like this is about to go bad here any second now. Here it comes. The wrinkles. The wrinkling! See, that went on way too smooth. Get bubbles out. Hey, you don't necessarily need a wet palette, but you know, it is. Also, grab these while I was out. Because they seem like fun. This is pretty neat. I printed these heads. So let's see what we got. That's the Batman who laughs right there. Guaranteed. Doesn't seem too bad. Put this in the bid box. You know, sans support pieces we didn't need. What else we need here? That's a transformer head. Not sure which transformer that is. I don't know who that's supposed to be. Some actor or something. He had a lot of like actors' heads. Like some anime girl or something. Got a little ponytail, that's kind of fun. That it's a bat. It's a bat head. That's pretty cool. Let's see what else we get here. Chewbacca with a weird head. Kind of bug teeth. Some sort of blob head fish kind of alien. That's cool. That looks like Vegeta. That is a Tyranid head from probably a Van Ryan's Leaper. That looks like maybe Gohan. Not sure who that is. I feel like I should know. It's like some sort of fox girl with antlers or something. I don't know what that is. Some sort of weird head thing. I don't know. And then here's a prospector or something. The guy with a detective's hat or something. All different kinds of sizes. So yeah, it's fun. It's really cool. Really neat. That guy gave it to me. He really liked talking, so I was like, oh great. Yeah. Take your stuff. Maybe I'll use them. You never know when we need something. One of these heads might come in handy someday. You never know. That's the cool thing about this stuff. So put that away and we'll use those sometime soon. Alright, so the first thing we gotta really do here, besides fix the weapons, we'll do that on those guys too. I only have 2 of them with busted weapons, so that's good. What we're gonna do first is give them a little bit of a zenithal highlight. And since we're not doing this with a dry brush, we're not doing this with an airbrush on camera. The airbrush is loud. And honestly, doing this with an airbrush is really easy. It's the way to go. You just spray the light, you just spray it in the direction you think the light's coming down. So for these guys, it really feel like, ooh, and see, there I went, I broke one. God dang it. right on the wrist. That's gonna be easy to fix. All right, let's try another one. Let's not break this guy. He looks great. So we want the sun beaten down from the top, right? So you can see how this would definitely be easier with a some sort of gun, right? Yeah, that airbrush. That's what I meant. Whew. My brain's not working. I was up late doing business stuff, trying to get things finalized and get things set up. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of like what they would call a zenithal highlight. I know some people who literally will just sell like this. They'll sell the zenithals, and that's what they do. And there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes, like, it's nice to have one zenithal, like if you're buying one, because then you can paint it. But the zenithaling is already done. You don't have to. It's like skipping a step. Now, we didn't do this in the beginning of the show because it was just another. I already felt like it was taking us too long, but I've gotten pretty fast at everything else. So I was like, okay, well, we're just gonna start doing it. And I've gotten more confident in how I do things. Right now, we're trying to go for speed too. We're trying to get things cranking out on the channel. So this helps make things a whole lot faster than my other techniques. Like if you're gonna hand paint every single section of it and try and pull all the shadows out on all of it from there, you could be working on something for a long time. This, we should be able to just come back with the colors and be done with it. When you're done with your smaller things, it really is a whole lot faster to do it this way. Maybe not easier. He's gonna have a light spot for flicking up on his butt. I was looking there and I was thinking and I just did it. I don't know why. Seeing like what I was doing and got like some bad things happening. I should just let my instinct go. And another thing that, you know, where you're going to do this by hand, you have a little bit more control over like the hard peaks and valleys, like where exactly the most light's going to hit it at, and how it's going to hit it. Really helps kind of bring stuff out too. You can really help. It really helps you see it. And we've been doing this now for a couple of miniatures so far, and it really has helped things go a lot faster. And that looked pretty good too. It's a great technique. So as I've kind of figured out how to do it without using the airbrush, it's been helpful because that's the big key. If you have an airbrush, this is sweet. But like I said, there's something to be said maybe for a little bit of this better control you get with a brush. A dry brush like this. This is a very specific dry brush. I was torn between what was I do online today with this agreement. I was like, oh well, we can definitely do these guys because I already had them printed, primed, and ready to go from when I was a regular subscriber. Now that I'm an affiliate, I should be able to sell their stuff painted and all the races, which is pretty flippin' cool. Dang, my hair's going up a little bit. But yeah, man, I was really happy with it. Really happy. Really excited to have a shop. I think that's gonna be really, 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 really neat. I think like an Etsy shop. Like technically, you can just come shop at my studio here at the house if you really want to. But this kind of gets us out there and kind of gets us sort of selling some of these things and not relying on Uber. There's somebody calling me, a number I don't recognize. They'll have to leave a message. Don't you hate when that happens and you're like, oh, I don't know who that is calling me. And it's going to vibrate around. Beep, 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 beep. I don't know you. Leave a message. Just leave a message. Maybe I'll call. Bom, 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 bom. Okay, I've been saying after all I've been through. Said, oh yeah, he's cool. I can't complain, but sometimes I still do. Life's been good to me so far. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey! Sir McBeardsly is still a little wonky from surgery. Wait till you hear this good news. You're gonna freak out. Well, they're gonna freak out. You'll be excited and happy. So, number one, we did really well at the show. Way better than I expected. I expected nothing. We did a lot more than nothing. We did something. Several somethings really. So anyway, yeah, it worked out really well, and I have since got a license agreement for us to sell miniatures by the company I'm painting right now. Yeah, the setup was great. It was awesome. We sold some stuff, and like I said, it worked out so well that I went into we can now print and sell these minis on anywhere we want. This particular company's brand. So, and we'll start collecting more companies' brands so we can sell minis for printing instead of just minis for buying. Because it's cheaper to be able to print them ourselves and sell them than it is to buy them and sell them. Yeah, really excited about that. So we got that. I've got an FG shop in the works. It's on deck. We're gonna also start making dice because it's an easy thing to make. If you have if you're a chef, this is easy. We just it just need to make sure we got the respirators and all that stuff. We'll set up a pressure pod outside and, you know, make some resin casts and stuff. It'd be awesome. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. Listen, we gonna get this going. Ain't playing no more games, homie. Ain't playing no more games. There's some proven. I saw some proven ability to make money doing this. So that's what I'll say. Yeah, I don't like talking about like how much got made. So but I will say this. I'll say this, man. Listen, honest to God, our percentages were better, profit margin wise, on what we did at this show than it would have been running a food truck for the exact same show. Like the percentage you make is better. I think we had shows where we made a lot more money than that selling food, but it's because we were the only food there. So you have a completely captive audience. There's nowhere else to eat. With this, we were kind of a niche market, and you know, but we still made great sales. And I'll tell you what, they'll sound crazy, but I've had days selling off the food truck in Shawnee that I made less money than we made selling miniatures at that event. And it was less stressful. Like, I don't know what that's about. I don't know why people are way more chill buying Googops and trinkets and stuff than they are buying food. But man, that's real. People get flipping crunk about food, man. Over some bull. They'll get mad about crazy stuff. They'll be like, man, don't you think maybe that's a little bit crazy? Okay. You gonna go full blown crazy. Alright then. I mean, it's the exact same crowd. We sold to the exact same crowd of people that we had sold in Shawnee to before, and it was completely different. It's crazy. It kind of blew my mind. I was like, what have I been doing? Like, shit, I like the chef life, but did I like it that much? What was I thinking? Really makes you rethink your entire life. That's small around. This little crust in the front right here. That's who said that. Yeah, people hope to enjoy it. Yeah, people. Yeah, that is true. Everybody looking to enjoy their hobbies and stuff like that are a lot chiller than when they're getting food. Everybody's a critic when it comes to food. That is 100% correct. 100% correct. But yeah, man, it's cool. I'm super excited. We've got some more show dates already. I will get all that figured out, and I will get that posted somewhere, somehow, some way. Keep coming up like a funky ass. No, that's a wrapping. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be doing that. I'm terrible at it. I'm going to do it anyway. I said, with an airbrush, like that little spot is a little bit easier. It's going to hit it a little bit smoother for you than trying to do it with a little brush. And I'll try and put just a little bit up so we can have just a little bit of definition. I don't want to put a lot of white down here. Just a little bit of a grayness. Same thing with like the inside here on this guy. I'm just going to pick up a little bit of his stuff. Yeah, doing it with an airbrush is definitely a way to go. It is super fast, super easy, but not everybody has an airbrush. And so that's understandable. Not the cheapest thing in the world. I'm gonna start putting mine in more use though. Now that we've got a reason to. Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna make some dice bags. Kristen says she'll sew some dice bags to go with the dice we make. It'll be a while before we can get into making dice. There's a startup cost there. So, careful. See the idea. It's casting that shadow for us. I definitely want to go when. Definitely want to know where the shows are. Try to go. Yeah, I didn't see a lot of people playing, but man, bro, there were cards everywhere. It doesn't matter what kind of card game you're talking about. There were cards. My homie, there were cards everywhere. Every kind of card you can think of. If you want baseball cards, they got them. If you want this kind of card, they got them. You want that kind of card, they got them. They got them all. They got all the cards. I was thinking of you and a couple of my card friends. It was like, yeah, there's a lot of cards. A lot of cards. And a lot of like, Funko Pops and just other little decorations and things like that. They're all over the place. So it's totally something. You dig it. It's fun. It's like, it reminds me of the old swap meets and stuff like that, where it was, back in the old days, where you could kind of get a little bit of anything. But this is a little bit more focused, so it was a little bit more of the collectible stuff than just a menagerie stuff. They had a couple old ladies there doing crochet pieces, and like really neat crochet, not just like scarves. They had dolls and animals. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Oh yeah, we definitely need to get this little one out just to pop up some of this. Now we're getting where we're going to have to put those guys together because we gotta finish their highlights. I'm sure they have magic cards I can find. I really hope people have bulk. I'm love it. I love looking through Bolt. Man, if it's Bolt Comics, they got that. There are tons of comics. And yeah, there's a lot of, there were a lot of cards. Seems like several sports cards, but I feel like I saw Pokemon. And I'm almost positive I saw Magic cards. I'm almost positive I saw Magic cards. So, but yeah, like I said, it's a collectible show. So you'd think they'd have a little bit of everything. And it seems like they did, from what I was able to see. I was pretty busy this time. Yeah, as you should expect me to be, right? Everybody should expect me to be busy. I'm not, guy. I should be busy. I did start working on painting a bust. I'm gonna put in my car. Working on Dangerous Night now. It's a blood sport. That's funny. You could open up a Coliseums, give out Pokemon cards, prizes, and never run out of contestants. Probably. It'd be fun to watch a bunch of Pokemon guys go toe to toe, guys and gals going toe to toe for, you know, the glory and honor of a card. That's that's funny. It's real too. I mean, I know those Pokemon people. Y'all crazy. Some of those people take that entirely too seriously. Entirely too seriously. Alright, let's go try to fix these things again. No, I really need to get a better. Better glue nozzles. This thing does come out pretty harsh. Yeah, people are literally fighting all over them right now for Pokemon cards. Yeah, man, I saw, what was it I saw the other day? Oh, this reminds me of something I saw the other day that I was laughing at. This guy was like, I guess he was scalping Pokemon cards out of the machine. There's like, apparently there's some places have Pokemon kiosks, you know, where you can go and see, I don't know really calling me. I don't know why they don't. Anyway, you can go and buy Pokemon at these kiosks in like grocery stores and stuff. And this dude was being kind of a dick about it and like buying all the Pokemon cards when there was this other guy that was like standing right behind him, wanting to buy cards too. And the guy was like, "Man, come on, bro, you can't be like that." And the dude was like, "I'm just buying my cards." And those two mother scratchers were about to go down. They had to throw down over some Pokemons. I was like, man, y'all gonna fight over Pokemon? That's hilarious. Hilarious. It's the funniest shit I ever saw in my life. Crack me up. I was like, you're nuts, man. You're nuts. Going fist fight over Pokemon. What is the world coming to? Oh, man, I guess I hadn't shook this bottle up right or something. I'll tell you what, always shake your bottles up. I think that's what it is. I gave it a better shake. Which way it lines up. That's the fun thing about when they break. Which way did you break? And how are we gonna put that back up there? That's gotta be it right there. There we go. That's the spot. I say that because I want to stay. It's hilarious. I gotta start talking. I gotta stop talking trash. Should be sitting right on there. I don't know. It's crazy. You know, people are, yeah, they have limits on the machines. People will stand in front of them, do multiple transactions as if they weren't other people behind it. Yeah, that's what's crazy. It's like they have they pull out, you know, because you get a Venmo account, you get a Cash App account, you get a PayPal account, and then you just go and you just buy all the stock with the different accounts, and you know, the machine doesn't know any different. Yeah, and then these guys were good. They had to call cops on ours. I think he ended up getting. I think the guy that was doing it, that was trying to run the scam or whatever, I think he ended up getting ejected from the store over the incident. I think part of this brake is missing or something, which is why I won't set it properly. I fiddled with that other one for a while and finally got it to set up. I just need to get it. Sometimes you gotta rough them up a little bit to get them to stick. people aren't doing it for fun of collecting. Yeah, they're not buying them for kids. They're doing it for. You're totally right. They're doing it for profit. You're 100% correct. It is definitely about them making money off of it, and it's. It's not. You can't do that. That's not right. It's like if I were to sit there and exclusively print off people's stuff and never, because I could get knockoff versions of this where people had created a scan and they hacked these Sahagin, and then I don't have to pay any kind of fee to Artisan Guild for the people that are making it. But if you don't pay them, then they don't make new product, and then you can't. There's a cycle here. If the scalpers get a hold of all the tickets or all the cards in this instance, then who's going to be at the show? Who's going to be playing the game? If there's nobody playing the game, then there's no reason to have the tickets in the first damn place for the cards, But greedy people don't think like that. Yeah, I might have to rough these up. Just a touch to get them to stick. They're definitely not wanting to stick right there. Such my fingers. Everything wants to stick to my fingers. That's right. What did you do on the show today, Pat? Oh, we glued shit together for like an hour. It's alright. At least we got some Zenithal highlighting in. And at least you'll get to see that, yes, everyone struggles with gluing shit together. It's brutal. Just get this hook on here, I'll be happy. Oh, we're over time too. Now I feel like we gotta sit here and get this hook on. Forget it. I'll deal with it later. That's what we had to do with the last one too. I just sit there and deal with it later. So we'll do that. We're gonna do that. So we got 4 guys Zenithal. I'll get these other ones Zenithal out so we can start this squad when we get back. But we're gonna have, looks like 7 units here. So that's exciting. We can get them all done really quick. Boom, 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 boom. Have them ready for the next show. Get them on the Etsy shop maybe. But yeah. Never something. I've never been able to make money expensive. Yeah, giving services and stuff like that is fine, but making money off of other people's expense, she's like was able to, I don't know, get in the door faster or something like that. Just seems like an asshole-ish way to live your life. I couldn't do it, man. I couldn't live my life like that. I couldn't treat people that way, man. It's just ain't my gig, bro. Ain't my gig. Anyway, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much, everybody who came by the show. All the likes and subscribes. Good dog to all my friends in Germany. So I didn't know that we have a lot of people in Germany. we still like I keep watching it. It's not like it wasn't a fluke. It was like no, you have fans in Germany. Like oh, that's wow. So, we're talking Auf Wiedersehen to Auf Wiedersehen is the bye. So to um, my friends in Germany. So that watch the show and anybody around the world. I don't know enough. I guess I know adios, which is Spanish, and then sayonara. I know that one. Trying to remember any. Yeah, I used to know more, but I don't now. So ciao. A lot of people in Europe just say ciao. That's fine. So ciao, friends. You guys are all awesome. Sir McBeardsly, keep taking care of your oral thing. Hope you get to feeling better. I know you will. Just takes a little bit of time to get over that stuff. That's how it is. Anyway, you guys have a great one. Be good to somebody. And yeah, we'll talk to you later.